Good evening and welcome to beautiful Robert E. Haskell Memorial Stadium for this opening night of women's lacrosse. I'm Chris Randall, joined by Bob Vissoy. Bob, we have Elk Grove rivalry here this evening with EG playing their first game of the season, while Conant already has a win under their belts. In this game, what are we looking for on both sides of the field?
Well, you hit it right on the head. This is their first game, so who knows what's going to happen. I was talking to the Conant coach afterwards, or before the game, I'm sorry, and this is after the vacation break, right? So the only game they've played so far, they beat Wheeling 21-1.
Yeah.
Now, in watching some replays on some games on the web and everything, 21-1. A lot of the scores are scored from the free position. In other words, a penalty. And when you only score one goal against them, that means they had the ball a lot and they were very good on defense. And of course, scored 21 points. Yeah. So this is going to be an uphill battle for Elk Grove. They have to battle the first game jitters, and they have to beat a very experienced Conant team right out of the gate. So Conant is also going to be in the upper half of the 12 teams in the MSL, the West Division. Then in the East Division is where Elk Grove is going to be. So this is also going to be a crossover game as well. Yeah. So this is going to be a real uphill battle for Elk Grove. We're going to see what happens their first game of the year, but I think they're going to find they're running uphill against a very strong Conant team this year.
Yeah, and you've kind of said it a little bit. I mean, last year Elk Grove went 0-17 last year, while the other side, Conant, my apologies, went 10-11 overall, 3-5 on the road. So two teams that had losing records, but this Conant team brings back a lot of production with a lot of junior and seniors. So they have essentially the same exact team from last year. And Elk Grove only scored 39 total goals all of last year, while obviously 21 goals this year already for Conant. So a long way to go for this program of the Grenadiers, who is still streaking their first program win in Elk Grove history for the girls lacrosse. So you never know what can happen here in a rivalry game, but we are just about ready to roll.
Well, in talking to Eric Jacobson before the game, first off, his daughter Samantha is the assistant coach. How fun is that, a family affair, dad and daughter coaching, right? That's the first thing. And of course, I'll let you call the face-off here.
Yeah. And that is number 19 for Conant in the dot, which is Zoe Rose. And these numbers for Elk Grove are going to be extremely tough with white uniforms and yellow numbering.
And going into the sun.
And into the sun, yes. It's still it's finally scooped up, and it's going to be dragged on here by Sarah Sani of Conant, who makes her way. And now the Cougars set up the offense.
Yeah, and these draws are so important. Whoever controls the draws, in my opinion, controls the game.
All alone underneath, and it's going to be deflected away. And Elk Grove gathers possession, but knocked down. Looking for somewhere to go, and that is Paige Bautista. Gives it right back up to Saratani. Spin moves, has it knocked off, and fight for it. And now picked back up by Saratani. Still with it, cross pass, and big save by the keeper on the front doorstep of Zoe Rose. And the Grenadiers come up with possession behind their net.
Remember last year when we called the game in Elk Grove, even though they were 0-17, the goalie came up big on just numerous save after save after save.
Elk Grove still with possession, trying to find some breathing room, and that's Alyssa Chan. Has it knocked away, and now the Cougars have numbers. Here's Sarasani. Stops on a dime, looks for a move, still with it, and now gives it back up to Rose at the top of the key. Rose shot on goal. It's going to be passed and sent in. And the Cougars have their first one. Paige Bautista sent it over to Rose. And that is how the game gets their first one.
It was a perfect pass, timed perfectly in front, and then just a backhand on the ground through. Almost impossible to stop. But perfect bing passing.
Yeah.
So it didn't take long to get that first goal at the 10:32 mark. Elk Grove had the ball for a short period of time until they dropped it.
Right after that first initial push of Conant, the Grenadiers had way, and now we're back here for a face-off. Right after the goal by Rose, Rose is back in it, and on the other side it was Ivalina Zurek for the Grenadiers, but now moving forward for the Conant.
And another draw win for Conant.
Yeah, it's Bautista. Bautista pulls it back out and gives it up towards Fresso stops, throws into the middle, but it's going to be deflected away. Good defensive work there by the Grenadiers. 1-0 our score. And fight for possession. It's going to go towards Sarasani. Sarasani spin moves, fakes back, goes to the middle. Sarasani buries her first of the night. And it is 2-0 Conant.
Kind of reminds you a little bit of a practice so far. Conant's had the ball both times. I guess they didn't score when Elk Grove had it just for a brief period of time. But here, that was a pretty easy goal right into the middle. It's tough to stay out of the shooting lane, but still body up against the player.
Yeah.
Watching replays of Northwestern and North Carolina, what you find is a lot of the goals are scored from the free position. A lot of penalties get called. And
2 of the premier teams in the NCAA for women's lacrosse.
Well, that's why I was watching that one.
Yeah, exactly. As we're back underway, 2-0 our score. We wait for the face-off to go. Sarasani.
Third straight draw win.
We're going to have a stoppage here. As looks like someone went a little too early, so it's going to be a reset.
So Conant's won both draws so far.
Yeah. And we're back towards the middle. The sun's starting to set here. Sent away, and now it is with Rose and 3 straight wins for Conant on the face-off dot. Sent over to Bautista. Bautista with speed. Stops around the 15-yard line. Cuts in with towards Sarasani. Knocked away, and is going to be scooped up by the goalie of the Grenadiers.
So we're not going to tally mark the saves, but another save made by Elk Grove.
Yep. And they have speed coming up here. This is Zurich with it. Zurich continues to roll. Now gets flushed out. Finds a teammate into the middle, and it's a big save by the keeper of Conant, who's looking to push pace back the other way.
That was a nice scoop.
Yeah. Fresso with it. It's going to be a 4-on-3 here for the Gren. She gives it, or for the Cougars, she gives it up to Rose, trying to skip it up towards, and the keeper leaves her crease, rolls after it, and we'll get to it first, so it'll be Elk Grove ball. After the play went out, we do apologize for not getting all of these Elk Grove's numbers here. The names or the numbers on the back of the jerseys are insanely hard to read with the white on yellow. As this one rolls out of play, and it's going to go towards the direction of Elk Grove. Deep in their defensive territory, though, there's 2 Conant players right on that player. Throws it into the middle of the pitch and gets it to her keeper, who's going to chuck it up the field.
Oh, nice grab.
And here's Eugene, senior basketball player.
And volleyball player. She's a terrific setter. Oh, but
has
lost.
It knocked out from behind.
Is that Fort? That's not Eugene. That's
no, that is Bizad.
Right.
But going the other way is with Bautista and sent up towards the direction of Schulman. And now it's going the other way with the Grenadiers. Here's Bella Moraro. Fighting back for possession. It goes towards the way of Annalise Cantaro.
She ducked a good wicket there.
Conant just got some speed. Almost knocked away from behind, but instead the Cougars still remain with possession. Here's Sarasani. Dumps it off towards her teammate, Fresso. Fresso
wide open.
Looked into the middle of the pitch. Shot and buried there by Kendall Hunt, and it is now 3-0.
That gets tough on defense, right? Because there's that 3-second area. You can only get in the defensive zone there for 3 seconds, then you got to get out. So if you're marking somebody, you can stay in there, but there was no offensive player in that zone.
We'll see if they wave this off.
Yeah, maybe.
Subs are coming in for both teams. And they are going to say no goal here. It looks like they're going to send it back towards the goalie of the Grenadiers to restart us.
I missed the goal. I missed the call.
Yeah.
But no goal. That part we know.
And we're back underway. Fight for possession. And we got to have a quick foul. And they'll go right back into it. Morrow of the Grenadiers sends it up, but deflected away by Rose. Trying to get after it is Rose. Unable to get past her last offender there of the Grenadiers, number 9, Sophia Dean with it, but now here's Fresso moving up the pace. Fresso stops. Fresso tried to cut in between 2 defenders, does, and a big save by the keeper.
Another save. She's terrific in that.
Yeah. It would be great if we can see that number. But possession being fought for around the 20-yard line, kicked up by Rose. Unable to scoop it up, though. And it goes to the possession of the Grenadiers. Three Cougar players defend, and Sarasani comes away with it. Sarasani looking for somewhere to go. Goes towards the back of the net. Tried to scoop a pass in towards the middle. Instead, it's going to roll out back towards the 35-yard line.
Yeah, the only goalie listed on the Elk Grove roster is Buchanan, Ava Buchanan,
Okay.
number 19. So we'll have to see her turn around one time.
Yeah. Fresso with it, moves in towards the middle of the field. Fresso stops, spins. Fresso draws 3 defenders and has to back it out for the Cougars. And sent it over.
Yeah, wisely back it out. You have like 90 seconds. There's a yellow flag in the air.
Yep. And there's going to be the stoppage. We'll see if this is our first free shot of the match. And it looks like it will be. It's going to be Paige Bautista taking it for the Cougars. It's essentially a one-on-one opportunity. This is from the farthest circle, though, so Elk Grove will have some time to step in front. Bautista fires and fires into the back of the net. It was deflected initially by Buchanan, but instead going to trickle in. And now it's officially 3-0 here in favor of the Cougars.
And she got a piece of it, just not enough of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if in the future of lacrosse, there's not going to be like goalie equipment similar to hockey.
Mm-hmm. Pressure stays forward.
Now on the other end, the Elk Grove attackers are not busy at all.
No, they have not. We have 2 new people here taking the face-off. It's going to be Sarasani and Bayazad for the Grenadiers. A couple subs did come into the game for both squads. And we're back underway, and Sarasani wins it instantly. Rose scoops it up, and Cougars looking to make their way back into the offensive territory. Rose being marked now by Eugene.
Yeah, Conant's undefeated in the draw circle.
Yeah, and Rose gets all the way to the net. Buchanan, though, with a big save, one-on-one on the doorstep. Now fight for possession, goes back.
She has a knack.
Yeah, and it's going to go right back underneath. Searching for it. It'll go out towards Fresso, top of the key. Fresso waiting for the offense to develop. Uses the screen, dumps it off towards her teammate, Schulman. Schulman, there's a whistle, is going to stop play. And we'll see exactly what this call is.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the signals, but we have a player going off, and it looked like he signaled saying it's a penalty, and if they score, she cannot come back on the field. I wonder if it was a stick near the head.
Yeah, and so this is going to be one-on-one here for Fresso, who looks like who has possession right now for the Cougars. It is, dumps it into the middle, shot. And a big save there. Shot goes by Paige Bautista. Buchanan with the save. Once again, on the doorstep, one-on-one, unable to convert. And Grenadiers looking to move up towards the field.
We remember this last year, too. Buchanan, whoever the goalie was, just made so many saves, kept the game even somewhat close.
Yeah.
They've got the right goalie, that's for sure.
Moving up the field, there is Schulman for the Cougars. Sent around, the pass deflected, but picked back up. Sarasani, no one marked her, and now we got a pause. Looks like a holding there as Sarasani wanted to make way. And we'll see where we're going to restart. Looks like all the way at the back of the net. Sarasani. Have a free start now. Whistle blows. Sarasani in towards. Sarasani buries her second of the night. on Buchanan. It's 4-0 here as we are just over the halfway, or just under the halfway point here at Robert E. Haskell Memorial Stadium for our home opener of girls lacrosse.
Now you try to map where the shots go, and that one was, Buchanan seems to stop everything down low for whatever reason, right? But that was high above her head, and there was no save there. So you might say, if you're Conant, if you're going to scout this goalie, aim high.
Yeah.
A lot of goals in lacrosse are bounced in, but that hasn't been the way to get it past Buchanan today. We're assuming that's her name, or her number 19.
Back under towards the face-off. Rose is there for the Cougars.
Seems like Elk Grove is missing somebody near the circle. That must be in the penalty. Hey, Elk Grove with the ball.
Win their first one, and it's with Bizad to win the face-off for the Grenadiers. Circles around, makes away, and Rose knocks it out of the stick initially and will scoop it up.
Oh, great steal.
And with numbers, if she can pass it up the play, converts, and it goes with Schulman. Schulman, a 2-on-3, splits the defender. Schulman takes on all three defenders, has to circle back around. Unable to get that pass off to the wide open back end of Gabby Kopaz. Well, now here goes Kopaz cutting to the net. Eugene knocks it away initially, and now the Grenadiers off and running the other way.
Cut off nicely there.
Yeah. Spin move and deflected
and
away.
Stolen away.
Fresso takes it. Fresso rolls. Stops, waits for their offense to gather up the field. Looking for somewhere to go. Fresso slowly walking towards. Lets the next player of Conant get onto the field and in the offensive territory. Marked well by the Grenadiers. Fresso now fires towards Schulman. And Schulman buries it, and it's 5-0 now in favor of Conant.
I'm already looking at the Conant bench. There's lots of bench players, too.
Yeah.
So I think the whole team will get in on this game.
So we are 7 minutes and 10 seconds gone here in half number one. It's all Conant so far.
Yeah, Elk Grove has had the ball just once in the attack zone, and that was only briefly. They've only really had the ball twice this whole game. Well, I guess more than twice, but just hasn't had much offensive time yet.
No, and Maya Darji of Conant made a big save there for Conant to keep the shutout going so far. Yeah, I mean you could see like everything's on their offensive side. You can't get caught sleeping because there will be that one or two pushes by the Grenadiers. They almost won this face-off, and it's Fresso moving the way now for Conant with numbers.
And speed.
Yeah. Fresso dumps it in towards the middle. Up, shot, and score by Sarina Chrysidas of Conant High School.
What a nice grab out of midair on that pass, right? And then turned around and put it in the net.
That's her first. So going back to the game against Wheeling, they had 21 goals, 11 assists in those 21 goals, and 30 total shots on goal. So, I mean, those are just incredible numbers for this Cougar squad. And they're picking up right where they left off here early against Elk Grove, leading 6-0 with 4:33 to play here in quarter number one.
In that Wheeling game, what struck me is not the 21 goals, but the fact that they only gave up one. Yeah. And the fact that they gave up one says that the other team did have some strikes, some attempts, and also there were no free positions, no penalties, or at least very few. It's a well-coached team.
And pushing up the pace here is Bautista after winning that face-off. Bautista, lots of speed. Bautista stops, cuts into the middle, and now will circle back out, let the offense regain. Turnaround shot, no good. Was actually looking for Sarasani, but Chrysidas back there first for the Cougars. It's going to roll out. Eugene will grab it for the Grenadiers. Looking to break this press of Conant deep in her end. Eugene stops, throws it up towards Buchanan. Buchanan unable to get it as it goes over her net, and the Grenadiers able to survive that push, but now knocked away by Conant.
Yeah, stolen from behind.
Yeah. And now it's back towards Bautista.
That's where the speed of Conant is playing out well here.
Bautista walks it up. Uses the screen. Now back towards the middle. Bautista, low liner shot. It's going to go out of play, but should still be Conant ball here as they were first to get it. And it will be Rose behind the net. Wyatt Rose all alone buries her second now of the evening. And it is 7-0 in favor of Conant.
Another high shot on Buchanan. So she's reading the scouting report here.
Yeah.
The 1956 food drive. The village will be launching a community-wide food drive with the Elk Grove Township Food Pantry from April 6th through April 20th. In honor of the village's incorporation year of 1956, the goal is to collect 19,560 items to benefit local families in need. The pantry is especially in need of jams and spreads, cooking oils, rice, pasta, condiments, soap, toothpaste, diapers, and toilet paper. Donations can be dropped off Monday through Friday at the Village Hall atrium during regular business hours.
Elk Grove wins the faceoff, but knocked away off of Bizad's stick, and they send it forward towards Chrysidos.
Another great grab.
Yep. Chrysidos with some speed, moves in, cuts back towards the outside, now into the middle. Chrysidos, big move, and buries it between the legs of Buchanan, and that will be on the highlight reel there for Chrysidos, the junior of Conant High School.
About as close to unstoppable as it gets, right? Yeah.
She took that one from the 45-yard line into the back of the net, and now it's 8-0. Her second of the evening.
I'm just teasing her because she's a good player, but stat padding all the way from the 45-yard line, went all the way in, had no trouble getting around the defense,
No.
and basically one-on-one against the goalie, made a nice shot. Beautiful play. And you said it goes on her highlight film. Is that her going off?
No, I do not believe so. I think she's the second one there.
Okay.
Directly next to the ref.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Or in line with the ref, I should say.
From our angle.
Yeah. And now we got a quick stoppage. False start there by Elk Grove. So it's gonna, or by Conant. So it will be Elk Grove ball. Bayazad scoops it up, and we're back underway. Caught and gathered. Elk Grove looking to get some offense. Speed rolling for the Grenadiers. Getting into multiple defenders. We'll have their first face-off of the evening. What number will this be to take it? I think it's number 3, Bardo. Grenadiers have opportunity on the closest circle. Victoria Bardo waits for the whistle. Or is this is Jess Bylass, number 8. So Bylass, let's just take a step back. Bylass gets the whistle, blows, scoops, and it's going to be knocked away from behind. Great defense by Rose. And here come the Cougars the other way. Sent up to Chrysidos. Sent away. Back towards the other side of the field. Skip. And it goes out towards the back end. And it's going to roll to the net. Who's going to get there first? And it will be the Grenadiers' first one.
Now they have to break the press back
Yes.
downfield.
Great defensive work there from Zoe Rose to knock it out of the stick of Bylass, who was looking for the first goal this season. Buchanan now sends it up the pitch, but deflected away. Bautista with it.
That's not a good place for a turnover.
No. That's actually Fresso. Fresso brings it back behind the net. Sent in and not scored on it. Looked like there Kendall Hunt got into the paint before shooting.
It looked like it was in the goalie circle,
Yeah.
perhaps.
So it's going to be Elk Grove ball as Buchanan sends it back up the field. There's Bylass just off the erg stick, but scooped it back up. Bylass with speed, skipped into the middle. Across the 50-yard line, Jess Bylass.
Yeah, some nice flag football moves there to get in the middle of the field here.
But knocked off her stick by Gwen Stanton, the defender for Conant. Trying to regather play are the Cougars. Number 3 with it. Jenna Arns. Arns gets it. Fakes going in. Now brings it around the net. Now cuts back. Looking for somewhere. Skipped across. Shot. Big save by Buchanan on the doorstep. 1 minute remaining here in quarter number 1.
Boy, she threaded that needle on that
Yeah.
throw. I think that was an ill-advised pass, but it was collected nicely.
The Grenadiers moving. Alyssa Chan had it knocked off her stick. Sarah Sani brings it the other way for the Grens.
You just can't slow up.
2 on 4 here. No numbers for Conant. So Sarah Sani brings it behind the net. Waits for the team to gather. And waiting for that cut towards the middle of the field. Trying to get Buchanan a little bit slow on her feet. We'll see exactly. Sarah Sani takes her time. 30 seconds. No real motion here so far. We'll see if the Cougars just play this last 30 seconds out or if someone's going to make a move towards the net. And no one's making the way towards Sarah Sani. 15 seconds. Or they're waiting for last shot. Here Rose makes a cut. Sarah Sani spins in. Sarah Sani shot. And it is good. Sarah Sani gets her third in the hat trick of the night with 6.9 seconds on the clock. And it's 9-0 in favor of the Cougars of Conant High School. Great move by Sarah Sani, the junior for this Cougar squad. In quarter number 1, a hat trick for Sarah Sani. Rose with 2, Hunt with 1, Schulman with 1, Chrysados with 2.
The way it's going, you're going to need some double digits for somebody.
Yeah.
Conant's just doing a fantastic job this game. Right now, they've got their foot on the gas. I think you might see that come off a little bit in the second, third, and fourth quarters.
Well, there is that mercy rule. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but here's going to be a foul on Rose. It's going to be end of the quarter as well. As we go to the second quarter, 9-0, a 2-minute break before we get into action in quarter number 2 with our score 9-0.
So the Youth Committee scholarships. The Elk Grove Youth Committee, in partnership with the Village of Elk Grove and the Elk Grove Parks Foundation, will be issuing 6 $1,000 scholarship awards to recognize high school seniors for their outstanding leadership, community participation, and service in the community. Completed applications must be returned to the Elk Grove Municipal Complex Administration counter no later than Friday, April 3rd. For more information, visit the Village website at elkgrove.org.
Yeah, April 3rd this Friday as well, so last couple days to get that one in. All scholarships are great, so make sure you get those.
Yes.
So we got about a minute left here. We get into the second quarter. Eric Jacobson and the Cougars up 9-0, but offense has been kind of all over the place for Conant.
Well, yeah, and I think at some point in time we're going to see a lot of subs and a lot of opportunities for the other players to play. This is what happens when you're in the West Division. The team you're playing is really going to be in the East Division, so you're a level above, right? And so Conant then wants to give their whole entire team playing time, yet at the same time when they're going to play the tougher teams, for example, Barrington, Hersey, Prospect, right? They're going to need to rely more upon the starting unit, right?
Yeah.
So right now this is his opportunity to get everybody in the game, make everybody feel good about things, practice moving the ball as opposed to always just shooting. Elk Grove, I mean, they're obviously struggling. Buchanan started off the game making a lot of saves, keeping the score close at 3-0, but obviously all the way now at 9-0. She has not been able to make a lot of the saves more recently.
Yeah.
And Elk Grove, they're taking the ball upfield. Dare I say they might be doing too much running against Conant's speed, so they're able to get them from behind, and then they lose the ball from their lacrosse stick, right? So maybe if Elk Grove is going to move the ball upfield, they have to think about passing it more wide. And if Conant's going to catch up to you, it's going to be a lot more running for Conant to do that. We like the aggressiveness. They did get, Elk Grove did have one free position play, so they had one penalty called on them. They were able to get at least an attempt at a shot on, but that got stopped.
Yeah, good save there from Rose on the back end on Bylass.
So it's 9-0 at the first quarter, so I always like to do this. That means the score is going to be 36-0 at the end, right? But there'll be a running clock at some point in time.
See how both teams come out here after this quarter break. You don't want to crush the spirits of this Grenadier squad early. It is only game 1. But also as Conant, they are your crosstown rival per se of Conant and Elk Grove, both being in the same town. You want to make sure that you send a message, or not send a message, but keep the foot on the gas and not let up till that final horn blows.
Yeah, I know our athletic director always likes to win no matter what the sport is.
Yeah. Just waiting for the refs here. Rose at the center circle for Conant, and Bayazad for it for Elk Grove. The faceoff has been heavy with Conant winning. As this one's sent into the air. And fight for possession. Bautista there, as is Mika Millett, but it's going to go the other way with Rose and Conant moving forward. Rose has her pass deflected, but able to regather. Rose behind the net.
That was a nice grab on the deflected ball, right?
Now back up towards Hunt. Hunt scores on her first shot of the game, first shot of the second period, and buries her second goal of the night. Kendall Hunt.
Yeah, Hunt did a great job putting her stick in the air, making a target for the pass, and the ball ended up right there where she had her stick. So she's halfway through the defense when that pass was perfectly made to her.
Yeah, and now the clock has not stopped here in quarter number 2 after that goal, so we possibly have reached that mark now of mercy or running clock. So we'll see how this one continues to play out. As we are a minute into quarter number 1 or number 2 with our score 10-0. Hunt scores her second goal of the game on the first shot of the second quarter.
On a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, Rose with another great ball. Fight for it. Bautista. Rose unable to scoop it up on the first try. Now does. Sends up the field.
Great grab.
Conant pushing pace. It's with Sarasani. Sarasani looking to go. Not let up. Uses the screen. Sarasani give and go play into the middle. And it is a goal there by number 22, Bautista, her first of the night.
Boy, another perfect pass from Sarasani. A little bit of a lob into the middle where the player's gonna be, right, and then put it in the net.
Yeah, a great give and go play. I'm sure that they run quite a bit at practice, and it worked to success there for the Cougars. And it's now 11-0. 2 shots in quarter number 2, 2 goals in quarter number 2 for the Cougars.
Yeah, I'm used to thinking in lacrosse the pass has to be quick into the middle, but that was kind of a lob where it was easy to grab. Mm-hmm. No defender there. Very, very nice executed play.
Rose not in the face-off circle here. This looks to be Sarasani taking the face-off for Conant, and it's going to be won smoothly, and Rose gathers it up the field. Rose skipped on over towards Hasheliker.
A rare missed connection on the pass.
Yeah, and it rolls out of play. Unable to get there is Kendall Hunt.
Yeah, Conant does a great job, obviously, in practice and now in games when they throw when they put the ball towards somebody else's lacrosse stick, they always catch it.
Yeah. Pushing up towards the field is Zurich for Grenadiers. They get it across halfway.
This is the
Zurich.
Yeah, this is the too much running part where it gets knocked out of her hands.
Ball skip back up by the Grens. And it's with Villikova behind the net. Villikova right back up towards Zurich. Zurich circles behind now. Trying to push way towards Dezier. Scooped up and falling down. Body's falling in the middle, and now it goes the other way. Pushing way is Bautista for the Cougars with lots of speed.
Yeah, she needs to be on the track team too. Nice running.
Paige Bautista right around her defenders. It's actually Kristen Covert with the ball. Covert now gives it up towards Fresso. Fresso will pull it back out. Now move in towards the way. Fresso shot. And into the back of the net. Fresso gets her first of the night. And it's now 12-0.
That's a goal for Conant. Number 70, Fresso.
Yeah, Covert made that play. Sped all the way from one end to the other one, all the way behind the net. Made a nice pass, and then the goal got scored. Just terrific speed.
Yeah.
Probably enjoyed it. It's a nice warm day. Got a chance to flash that speed in front of everyone.
Yeah, Covert there. She is a senior defense/middle. And a great reason of why Conant's so successful on the defensive end is she's able to create that defense into offense with that speed, like you were just saying.
Yeah, and unselfishly pass the ball. And we think after you run like that for 80 yards, you feel like you have a right to shoot it. In basketball, you get the rebound. You always feel like you have a right to shoot it. I work to get this rebound. I get to shoot it.
Bautista.
But not her. She made a very nice play to her teammate.
Looking for somewhere to go. Bautista skips it through and will pull it back towards behind the net. Gives it up towards her teammate there. in Fresso, who just scored the goal. Fresso behind the net.
Which is unusual for Fresso. Usually we see her out in front.
Backdoor towards Hunt. Unable to see it, though, with Fresso.
Wisely took it back, yeah.
Someone wide open in the middle. There's a shot, Sarasani, and there's 4 goals for Sarasani. And it's 13-0 now.
Yeah, Sarasani just got unmarked there right into the middle.
Yep.
Nobody was looking. Nice play, nice assist from Fresso. Again, not a hard pass, but very easily able to handle the pass.
Mm-hmm. Well, now Grenadiers going to make a defensive substitution. Off the pitch goes Bardo. Onto the field. Looks like to be number 11 here, Gabriella Gronsky. On the other side, Kendall Hunt leaves, and entering in is Nicole Bonar. As we're about ready to underway. 6 minutes remain here in half number 1. Sarasani trying to scoop it up. Rose gathers now, making way. Rose all the way to the crease, over the crossbar. Fight for it. And Rose will get there first, as was her teammate, Bonar.
I think that was a good example of, to make those shots is not as easy as you think. It's in that wicket, and you have to have it in the right spot in the wicket to be able to make a shot like that. Well, she took the shot, and it just went barely over the net.
Fresso back underway. The Cougars, Rose trying to get towards the middle. Fresso now moves, backdoor cut, and knocked away by the Grenadiers, looking for the stick there of Gabby Nitty. And it will be Elk Grove ball. Eugene scoops it up and will get us back underway. Trying to get up towards the offensive side. They do so. Bylas with it now. Eugene circles back towards the defensive end as Bylas gives up speed. Bylas sprints through, finally defended, and now we're going to have a whistle. This is going to be a whistle here for Bylas to get a free shot.
Yeah, it looks like it from the free position. Well, she deserved it. It was a nice, speedy run. She was getting chased from the left side and kept the lacrosse stick on the right side, kept her body in the way. Did a great job.
Whistle, Bylas.
Dropped
loses it right off the bat. Fight for it, though, and now it's going to go the other way. Finally scooped up by Covert. Covert sends it up.
Yeah, figures the speedy Covert.
Yeah, tried to get it towards the direction of Bonar. Instead, it's skipped up by Millett, and it's a bouncing ball towards the defensive back line of Conant, and they're going to scoop that up easily and make way forward. Fresso with it. 3-on-4, 4-on-3 as Bonar makes her late rush towards the middle of the field. She's unmarked towards the middle. Fresso unable to see, though. And they'll pull it back. 4 minutes go here in quarter number 2. Fresso taking her time behind the net.
I like this. In the first period, Fresso was out in front. Now in the second period, Fresso's behind the net. I feel like they're checking a different kind of an offense, which is good to have multiple ways to score.
Conant circling, waiting for that chaotic open player to get into the middle. Fresso circles around. Rose from behind. Rose has it taken away. Fight for the loose ball. It goes to Sarasani, dumped into the middle, looking for Bautista, but it hit her instead, and it's going the Grenadiers' way. Good defensive work in the offensive zone, though, by Fresso, and Conant has it right back up. Fresso gives it up to Sarasani right around that 20 mark. Sarasani right back to Fresso, trying to get inside, takes it back out. Fresso up to Sarasani, it was unmarked. Fight for that loose ball, though, and gets right back to Sarasani. Now it's with Bautista. Bautista fakes one way, cuts into the middle. Goes back towards her left. Throws it in towards Rose. A good play, but Buchanan stops it underneath.
Yeah, that was well defended by the defense also.
Yeah, Rose came out of nowhere.
Yeah, whacked the stick, right?
Eugene.
Picking up the loose ball, right, and winning draws are so key here.
Eugene had it knocked off from behind, loses it, fight for it, and it's going the other way. Fresso with it. After this turnover by Eugene, no numbers for Conant, though. Fresso, though, still making her way, navigating through that defense of Conant, or for Grenadiers. 2:20 to go.
Yeah, and keeping the lacrosse stick away from the defender to keep from knocking it out, and just enough speed so second player can't catch up to her.
And Fresso will take her time behind the net. 13-0 the score.
Everybody is marked.
A late substitution there for the Grens on the offensive side. Fresso letting the players move around in the middle of the field, right in front of Buchanan. Or at this time, right behind Buchanan, as Buchanan's looking at Fresso. Fresso steps up. Oh, and looked for the back door there. Bautista unable to collect. Bautista, though, gathers the second chance and pulls it back up towards the front. Uses the screen. Bautista into the middle. And pulls it up. Fakes right. And we'll pull it back out once again. Conant not forcing the issue right now. Up. And good defensive work on the back end there by
good steal
by Zurek. And now Elk Grove looking to go the other way. A whistle stops play as Sophia Dean had it fouled. And the team looking for pressure. Fight for that loose ball right around the 35-yard line. There's Millett. Tried to scoop it up. Instead it goes towards Fresso.
Fresso, terrific stick work to get the ball off the ground so quickly.
Fresso dumps it up towards Bautista, top of the key. 45 seconds to play. Over to Sarasani. 4 goals on the night for Sarasani. Skips one way, turns, spins. Sarasani wanted to shoot, instead will pull it out towards her teammate Fresso. 35. Fresso still with it. Now we're at 20 to play. Conant looking for one last push, trying to make some way. Now we're going to have a free position shot here for Gabby Nitty. Clock will still run. We'll see if they offer that free spot as we're under 5 to play. Whistle goes. Nitty shoots into the glove of Buchanan. Big save, and that's how the half will end.
What a great save again.
13-0 in favor of the Cougars here. So we'll have a quick halftime. Looks like they put 10 minutes up on it. 13-0 our score, though.
So the Village seasonal positions and summer internships. The Village is now hiring summer interns and seasonal help in career fields of engineering, government administration, sustainability, police administration, public works, and more. Summer positions typically work Monday through Friday at approximately 24 to 40 hours a week. For applications and job descriptions, visit the Village website at elkgrove.org/jobs.
So we head into the break. 13-0 our score. He's Bob Visway. I'm Chris Randall. We'll see you in a couple for second half action here between Elk Grove and Conant in women's lacrosse.
You really can't do much with that.
All right. 13-0 our score here. He's Bob Visway. I'm Chris Randall, and we are ready for action here in Game 1 of the lacrosse season for Elk Grove High School. On the girls' side, they're down 13-0 with 24 minutes left to play in this one. As Bob said at the top of the telecast, a tough uphill battle for these Grenadiers. They've had a couple shots, but obviously dominating play on the Conant side as we're officially back underway and sent up the field with Bautista going for Conant. Now she'll just throw it up. Buchanan chases after it, as does Millett. Millett will scoop, and now we got a whistle.
That was a nice scoop.
Yeah.
Boy, this 13-0 score, though, I was looking at it and thinking, hey, this is a football game. They just missed their extra point or kicked a couple field goals or something. But 13-0. Now, Conant's going to get very proud of the shutout, I'm sure, so they're going to like to keep it.
Yeah, as 0 as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. Keep it as 0 as possible.
Millett deep in her territory for the Grens, going to have it knocked away instantly. And it is up towards Sarasani, who's got 4 goals this evening. Sarasani dumped off towards Rose. Rose looking for somewhere to go. Instead, she'll circle it behind. Conant not taking the foot off the gas early here. Rose misses her shot.
Oh, another.
Chase after it is Fresso, and it will go out.
It's the second time we remember Rose missing the net.
Yeah.
It goes back to when we talked about it's hard to control the ball in that little bucket.
Inside, there was an open shot there for Hashelakar. And now we got a stoppage, no goal.
Buchanan just is a wall.
So we are in that running clock territory. 10 goals is that mark.
Is that Buchanan?
Yep. Sends it up, a good play. It goes all the way towards Bella Didone of Conant, and she'll take it away, but we have a stoppage as there's an injured Grenadier on the field. And that will stop our clock with the injury. Try and see what number that is for you.
I'm amazed with the lacrosse sticks that there aren't more injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, weapons.
Alyssa Chan looks like it's on her right ankle. Will step off, and into the way is Bella Mararo. It should be a Conant ball here after the stoppage. And it is. Fresso. Inside, Fresso dumped off there, Hunt, and she buries her third of the night, Kendall Hunt. And it's now 14-0 in favor of Conant.
That's a nice pass, Fresso to Hunt, and they can do that multiple times. Hunt sneaks into the front of the goal and then catches the ball, turns around, it's an easy shot.
Yes, that's how one of Rose scored one of hers. Is she was unmarked behind the net, just snuck right in front of that line and buried it.
Yeah, the trick is control in the basket. And then Fresso has some nice touch on the pass too. It's not a frozen rope either, so it's easier to catch. And of course, Hunt puts her lacrosse stick up to give her a nice target to throw it to.
All right, after the face-off by Bautista, it goes to Sarasani, and Conant continues the domination in the face-off circle, sending it up towards Hunt, who just scored. Hunt is going to pull it back out. 3 minutes gone here in quarter number 3. Hunt looking for somewhere to go. Good defensive work here early now. Pushed all the way out towards Fresso. Inside, was looking for it there, was Hashelakar. Instead, Fresso will remain with possession for the Cougars. Circle towards the left side of the field. Fresso spins towards that shot, and now we have a whistle from the back referee. We'll see exactly where this is marked. It looks like it's going to be behind the net. And it's going to be Fresso going to take a free spot on that second ring.
The 12-meter line.
Gianna Fresso has one this evening, looking for two. Gets the whistle, shoots, and into the back of the net. Gianna Fresso buries her second of the evening off the free spot, and it's 14 now.
Was she at the 8 or the 12?
Or 15. I think it was 8.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because I don't think that yellow one of the soccer net counts as
right.
one of the circles, so I want to say that was the 8 one. The closest one you can have a penalty spot from, or a free spot on. As the sun is making its way underneath the clouds here, 15-0 our score.
It's a pretty sunset.
Here at Elk Grove High School, Robert E. Haskell Memorial Stadium. There's going to be a lot of spring events here, and of course a lot of fall events here with football, both footballs. But right now we're in the midst of spring season as it rapidly approaches us. As we are 2 days away from April, a busy April here with Elk Grove Television. And pushing forward for the Grenadiers. They have possession and speed. Bumped off it is Zurich. Zurich will have it knocked out of her stick, and this will be a free spot here for the Grenadiers. Zurich earns it. Oh, actually, they'll let her play now. She was pushed off of the circle. Rose almost took it from behind. Gives it up towards Bizad. Bizad into the middle, and it's going to be scooped up by Dejari of Conant.
Yeah, I like the shot attempt, but need a little more muscle on it.
Yeah. And now Fresso pushes up the pace the other way. 4-on-4 here with numbers. Right behind her is Burek, making it 4-on-5. Fresso trying to get behind the net, and will.
Yeah, if this were basketball, she's the speedy point guard. Now behind the net, setting up like Gretzky.
A lot of similarities there to hockey, and playing a lot of offense comes from behind the net. Waiting for that backdoor cut as Fresso pulls it out from behind. Uses the screen from her teammate, Arns. Still with it is Fresso. Look towards the direction of Sarasani and decides to keep it herself. Rose tried to go for the screen. Fresso spins out of it. Fresso in between the legs, but we got a stoppage instead. Was buried. Instead, it's going to be a Fresso free spot at the 8-yard mark. Or the 8.
Now, if this were soccer, they would give her the continuation play.
Yeah, or basketball in the NBA. But Fresso here, one-on-one chance with Buchanan. Whistle blows. Fresso inside. Off the post. Eugene chases after it, as is Sarasani. Sarasani's going to get there first and will finally scoop it up. Sarasani gives it up towards Rose.
We had the same angle Fresso had, and that upper right corner looked wide open.
Yeah.
She just missed it by an inch or two.
Hit the post or crossbar there as Rose and Sarasani not on the same page.
Yeah, there's a rare missed pass connection.
And it's fighting for it. Millett and Sarasani, and it's going to go the other way. Millett wins the foul and scooped up.
A little bit of speed here. Go to the left.
Does do so. And it is with Claire Alvarado. Alvarado's going to have to pull it back out, though. 5 minutes to go here in quarter 3.
I'll hold it for a little bit. Look for a couple passes.
Schulman bumps Alvarado, and she's going to have to send it into the middle.
Exercise your offense.
Here's Bilas. Bilas looking for a shot. Bilas does shoot, and Dejari with a big save sends it just straight up into the air, and it falls to Rose. She comes towards the ball and will bring it the other way. Rose sends it up the pitch towards Fresso and will gather away. 15-0.
Oh, you had to say the score. It was exciting up and down the action there for a few minutes.
Yeah. Fresso up towards her teammate Bautista, who's going to run the action now for the Cougars. Sent over to Hunt. Good defensive work by the Grenadiers in Zurich to knock that one away. 2 Cougars, though, surround her, and they're going to have to play it backwards, where Bautista's going to almost scoop it up. She lost control, or lost where it was initially, and now Eugene has it for the Grenadiers.
That's where you got to get those connections.
Zurich.
Don't drop it.
Sent towards the middle. A dangerous pass into the middle, but Millett collects. Up the field with room for the Grens.
Go left and you can keep going.
Has speed. And this is Gronsky into the middle. Look towards the direction. There's Bizad. Bizad into the 8-yard line. Bizad knocked off the stick, but regathers.
Now we'll see what Conant looks like on defense again.
Here's Bardo. Good backdoor cut there from Villikova. Instead, it goes out towards Zurich. Zurich still with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see Elk hold the ball a little bit, gain some confidence.
Here's Gronsky circling around. Gronsky looking for somewhere to go, and it's going to be taken off the stick by Conant, and a great defensive play there by Kendall Hunt.
A couple of nice outlet passes.
Actually, that was Sarasani with the defensive work. Now Rose on a 3-on-4. Rose fakes the shot and will bring it behind her net. Under 3 to play here in quarter number 3.
I'm surprised Rose didn't circle it around.
Yeah, she was looking for it, and Fresso tried that fake backdoor. Rose now circles around. Rose got into the box, and it's going to be a free. We'll see exactly here. It's going to be Elk ball. So Rose got too close to the keeper and made some space on her own, and will draw a penalty, or will create a penalty, I should say. And here's Morrow for the Grens, throwing up the field, but taken away by Covert.
That didn't last long.
No, Covert with that speed that we saw in the first half, using it here. Covert with it. Fake the dump off there to Arns. Still with it, Covert now backdoor towards Bautista, and a great looking play. And Bautista gets her second of the evening and makes it 16-0
yeah, I'm
in favor of Conant.
I'm very impressed with Covert. Says she's a senior, so she can't go and play flag football next year. At least not at Conant.
So the referees and Conant will make the slow walk back towards the middle of the field. Up 16-0, a minute and a half to go here in quarter number 3. 3 goals this quarter by the Cougars with 25 minutes remaining. Quick substitution on the defensive end for Conant.
So Covert could be a track star at Conant, but instead, nope, I'm going to go play lacrosse instead.
There's Rar Marturi checks in for the Cougars. As we're under a minute, setting up for the face-off here. 30 seconds went off the clock there. Off the restart, and Rose and Sarasani win it. And there's Fresso.
Great grab.
Slowing down the pace here for Conant. Another substitution coming in off the back end for Conant. Fresso dives towards the middle, though. Push back out. Fresso now fake shot. Gets in all alone. Once again, we'll turn back around. 30 seconds to go.
I think she's been told to hold on to the ball until about 5 or 10 seconds ago. Yeah, those were easily shots she could have taken. She needs to be marked better. They can't let her get into the middle like that.
Rose back behind the net towards Sarasani. Sarasani finds the back door of Hunt over the head. Search for that loose ball. Still after it, and it goes towards the stick of the Grenadiers. Zurich with it. Fight for it. 2 seconds. 1 second. And that is the end of quarter 3. 16-0 our score. 3 goals for Conant in that one.
So this is the Fallen Soldier Memorial Scholarship. So applications are now being accepted for the Elk Grove Fallen Soldier Memorial Scholarship Program. 4 $2,000 scholarships will be awarded and can be used at 4-year universities, the Harper Promise Program, and technical/career colleges. Applicants must be Elk Grove Village residents and will begin college studies in the fall of this year. The deadline to apply is 5 p.m. on Monday, April 20th. Applications and more information can be found on the village website at elkgrove.org. So just one more quarter to go.
Yeah.
16-0. So it was 9-0, then 13-0, now 16-0 at the quarter break. So 3 field goals. Let's see, 2 safeties and another field goal. We got a 16-0 game going.
So we are a minute left here until we get back into action. 3 goals in that period. As we welcome you into the booth here, there's Bob on my right, and I'm Chris. As we always enjoy being here at Elk Grove High School.
Oh, we do. We are honored to be here and glad to be here for sure. So this is going to be one of those games, though. It's going to be really hard for Elk Grove to get back into. I think their goal, of course, is to score a goal.
Yeah,
or at least get some kind of a quality shot. And Conant's going to, even though they're probably going to be using most of their bench, going to be very stingy. They're going to be very proud of this shutout. Mm-hmm. So they're going to do what they can to make sure that Elk Grove doesn't get it. So if you're Conant, what do? You try to keep the ball a little bit longer in the front zone, in the attack area, right? And then Elk Grove's, of course, going to have to try to do everything they can to break out of their outlet pass and, get at least a quality shot on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Elk Grove still searching for that first goal. Last year they only scored 39 of them throughout the whole 17 games. They were 0-7 here on their home pitch. And that trend looks to continue here early on.
Well, and Buchanan's done a good job again in the net. I mean, she started out making a lot of saves. Then there were a couple in a row that went through. And Buchanan in the third quarter here, only 3 goals scored against her. She did a good job. Yes, it's a running clock, but she had to stop a lot of shots.
Yeah. Yep. And made some big saves in that third quarter too. Otherwise, it could have been a little bit more, as we said multiple times here today. The Buchanan is one of the heartbeats of this team inside the pipes.
Let's see if Conant keeps Fresso in, the point guard of this offense.
Yeah, Rose stepping back into the face-off circle. Sarasani's still in there. Kendall Hunt's still in there. Does look like they have a newcomer there with Serena Chrysidos. She does have 2 goals tonight, though. Haven't said her name much since that first quarter.
Yeah, she's also another one of the Conant speedy players.
Yeah, Rose unable to win this one, and it's going to be Millett to scoop it up for Elk Grove. Chrysidos there trying to take it away. Instead, Millett able to gather.
That was a nice scoop.
Yeah, and gets away 3 Conant players. Millett, though, now has it taken away from behind. Hold on to it too long, and Sarasani's going to bring her way up the pitch with some speed. 5-on-4 for the Cougars. Sarasani with Rose to her right. Rose Now skips into the middle. Sarasani gathers towards the right side, behind the net. There is Fresso behind the net. Inside, Fresso dumped off to Rose. Rose buries it and gets her hat trick of the evening.
Yeah,
A
Rose,
no-look pass there from Fresso.
Yep, Rose didn't miss the net that time. Perfect pass right into her basket and easy goal. Cannon wasn't getting in the way of that one. Rose put that one through about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
She's 5 feet away. If I hit this 100 miles an hour, she's not going to stop it.
17-0 after that one. Rose gets her third of the night. So now that is Sarasani, Rose, and Hunt all with hat tricks. Bautista, Fresso, and Chrysidas with 2, and Schulman with 1. So that's how Cougars got 17 here with 10.5 to play left in this one. Because now these faceoffs are going to be on the same side of the field.
These draws are so important. Whoever wins the draw.
And now we're going to have a quick stoppage as a false start. So Eugene there, as is Sarasani for Conant to take this draw. Arndt's on the play. Not a starter for Conant into the game. Neither is Chrysidas. As a minute has gone by since the goal. And this one's sent into the air. Chrysidas unable to gather. Eugene trying to get for it. And will. Olivia Eugene.
It's the first time I feel like Chrysidas has missed the ball.
Fight for it. And now there is Arndts scooping up play for Conant.
Some more speed.
Sends it up. And here's Fresso. Quick substitution on that Conant side as the break of Fresso went. Fresso makes a move. Good defensive stick there by Zurich. And Elk has possession. Rose those trying to get from behind. Player falls to the ground. And that is Claire Alvarado.
I can't help but wonder if Fresso fell like that in the first quarter, if that would have been a foul.
Yeah. Alvarado makes her way off the field. That's why we have the stoppage of time. 9:07 remains. Here comes the sub for that player. And now we're back underway. Eugene carries up the field with some speed. Being marked by Conararo of Conant. Eugene behind the net. It's over the head, though, of Chan. And it's going to be out of play.
Eugene, a good volleyball player, just served that one out of bounds.
And it's Conant ball after the out of play. Sent up. In possession now with Nitty. Gabby Nitty pushes up the field.
Some more speed.
Yeah. Gabby Nitty, not one of the starters, but looking for her first goal. Nitty bobs and weaves her way through, but falls out of the stick. And Marraro picks it up for the Grenadiers. Dips it off towards Buchanan.
It's amazing. She's 95% of the way at the net, but then that's when she decides to lose it.
Yep, right where it needed to happen the most. Buchanan sent it up, trying to scoop it up play. There is Gronsky. Gronsky does and moves. Gronsky with speed. Gronsky in. Gronsky shoots.
Oh, great save to preserve the
Darcy
shutout.
with a big save. She's made a couple of them in this half.
That's a good goalie on a good team. Just not tested as much.
Darcy.
Good outlet pass.
Up towards Wallowitz. Or Wallowaz. Wallowaz. Up towards Bonar. With speed is Bonar. He's going to circle it towards the back of the net. Not even look towards the net itself. And just gets behind. Conant coach directing traffic to these newcomers. Looking for somewhere to go is Bonar. No one moving on the Conant side. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this one. Looking for the back door there. Instead, it's loose in front. Scooped up by Nitty. Nitty inside. Nitty off the face max of Buchanan. Almost knocked it in herself after. Bonar steps back up.
She gets
inside Arndt's. Arndt's shot and is a goal. Jenna Arndt's into the score sheet. Gabby Nitty initially tried to get one herself. Instead, it hit off the face mask of Buchanan. Instead, it's 18-0 now.
Yeah, it was a crowd right in that goalie circle right there, right? Hit off her head.
Yeah.
Got a second chance at it.
Kendall Hunt back into the game. Sarasani is going to exit for Conant. Looks like Rose is off the pitch also. Or Hunt is taking this face off. And we have a false start. And it will be Conant ball. Olivia Gagola into the match for Conant as Hunt speeds up forward. Hunt misses communication there with Nitty. And fighting after it is Morrow.
Triple team there for a moment.
Yeah. Dumped up back towards Buchanan. Buchanan looking for somewhere to roll and dumps it off right back to Morrow behind.
That's a good pass. Now you got to get the next pass. Get the ball
Able to
upfield.
do so. There's Eugene. Eugene able to keep it in, and now she's got some space to work with. Olivia Eugene.
Some fancy footwork getting up here.
Dumps up. There's Millett, but unable to handle the pass. Stamper tried to gather it. Does their second opportunity. Abby Stamper pushes forward. Still with it is Abby Stamper. 5 minutes to go. Stamper with speed. Stamper in towards the 12. Now 8. Stamper all the way. Stamper. Big save by Buchanan. And it's now Morrow for the Grens after the big stop.
Another 95% rush that you just couldn't close out the last 5% in the net. Great save though. Buchanan again.
Here's Nitty now with it. Knocked from behind by Eugene. Nitty regathers and scores. Her first of the night.
Boy, she lost the ball and picked it up on one bounce. Conant's practicing the right things in practice on these pickups. They're very good at scooping the ball up.
Yeah, makes it 19 here. Believe due to the score, our score on the Grenadiers main scoreboard missed one. We are correct with 19-0. As we are 4 minutes left to go. 3 goals in this quarter by Conant with 4 minutes left to play.
Usually when the scoreboard misses a point like that, the parents go crazy.
Yeah, I think in this way it's okay right now.
Yeah, if it were 18-17, they wouldn't let that go.
Face off. Won by Chrysidos. And scooped forward.
A nice scoop too.
Chrysidos with speed looking for her third of the night instead. Gives it up towards Nitty. Nitty shot off the target. And rolls towards the back end, and will remain Conant ball.
They don't miss that net very often.
No.
Rose a couple times, this one, that's about it. Everything else is on net or at Buchanan.
Bonar circling, letting our team gather. Looking for the cut. There was Arns. Instead, she pulls it back out. Bonar still with it inside the 12-yard box, 18-yard box. Now back into the 6-yard box of the soccer. Letting time tick off. Now action starts. Bonar takes it out. Looked for inside. There's Chrysidos. Good defensive work there from behind is Zurich. But Outgrove not out of danger yet.
Oop, lost the ball.
And it's scooped back up by Hunt. Hunt has 3 goals tonight. At the top of the key, circles around. Kendall Hunt with it. Wanted that screen instead, dumps it off to Nitty. Nitty inside, tried to flick it on forward. Buchanan stops and scoops up the loose ball underneath and gives it up to Zyrtek. She deflects and unable to get to it, so it'll be out of play for Conant with 2:20 to go. And they'll play it back and gets around the defenders of Gronsky and Zurich. Chrysidos gives it up towards her teammate Takara. And then Buchanan now plays it. It's up the field.
Oh, great pass.
Yeah, and there's Zurich. Up towards Eugene. Got Eugene the ball. Defense is surrounding her. first arounder was Contaro. Eugene gathers. Eugene inside. Eugene loses it right before she was going to shoot. And now Gronsky with it. Gronsky with speed into the middle. Met by multiple Conant defenders, though, and knocked out. Millett with it now. A minute and a half to go. Millett slows the pace down for Conant, calling for Eugene to come get it. She does. Eugene circles around. Eugene misses the net. It would have been open if she was able to get there. Instead, it rolls out, and it will be Elk Grove ball. Looking for that last push with a minute to go to get onto the scorebook.
Eugene almost did it.
As the goalie went towards that far post as Eugene did, she threw it back towards the near post and just missed it. Gronowski missed it.
Oh, that's what Conant needed.
And now picking it up is Gagola.
That was a good move. Get the ball downfield.
Alvarado with 3 Conant players on her, circles around and loses it. Conant scoops it up. And that is Thakara. Now fighting for it. It's going to be a foul with 35 to go. Right back underway, though. Here's Kyla McCam.
I feel like it's a race against the clock to get that last goal with 35 seconds. Elk Grove's doing a great job here.
20 seconds. Gronsky scoops in, spins. Gronsky dumped off. Fight for it, and it's going to be played away by Conant with 10 to play.
And that's going to do it.
As here is Contaro. Sends it up the field. Alvarado got a stick on it. 5 seconds. Bonar has it knocked out from behind by Alvarado. Scooped right back up. 1 second. And shot, but not going to count either way. And that's all she wrote here.
That was exciting right to the end there.
Yeah, last couple minutes there were impressive on both ends for both teams.
And you don't get good at anything unless you
score.
actually play the games, right?
Yeah.
So got to give a lot of credit to Elk Grove. Even though they didn't score a goal here, they made it exciting at the end. Buchanan did a terrific job in net. So the next live games on EGTV. We'll be back here tomorrow with varsity softball at 4:45 p.m. against the Barrington Broncos. Watch it live on Comcast Channel 6, Facebook, YouTube, or on the EGTV website at eg-tv.org. You can also watch all games that EGTV covers, including this one, at a later date and time by going to the on-demand link on the EGTV website.
Yeah.
So
Our
final score 19-0.
19-0.
So they missed, what, two extra points?
Yeah, they sure did. And Sarasani with 4 goals, all 4 in the first half. A couple other players got in the scorebook for Conant as they move to 2-0. Elk Grove lose their first one here at home. Did you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. So Scott, Debbie, Joey, and Vanessa, and everyone else here at Elk Grove Television, he's Bob Visaway. I'm Chris Randall, and we'll see you soon right back here at EGTV.